figure it out. One time to twist and one time to shout. One time to think and it's gonna start now. Soon to if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you save my, can you save my ever dirty soul? Okay, I'm done.
This is going to be one of those episodes of Prototype where I'm just going to talk a lot. Welcome to another episode of Prototype, and today is going to be a weird one. I really just wanted to give an update on what's going on. It's been busy, so I haven't been able to film a bunch of Prototype episodes, but I'm actually planning on filming new stuff. I'm going to. There's just not a lot going on in my life right now, so it's kind of taking a hiatus, but that's why I'm going to be reviewing my fragrances. So that's really the sort of purpose of this episode. It's just for me to start making something, getting a win by accomplishing a task that I should have done a long time ago. So that's going to be the content of this video. This is not going to be for an audience or even for the sake of YouTube or anything. This is just trying to achieve something so that with this small win, small accomplishment that I am able to procure, I will be better at managing bigger wins in the future, hopefully. So yeah, the purpose of this video isn't necessarily to review perfumes, because I've talked about my fragrances multiple times in this series now. Rather, I'm making this video as a way to accomplish a small task, and then in the future I'm gonna, because that's like the sort of thesis statement of this video, which is that you make a small win and hopefully it turns into something bigger. Hopefully this will inspire a sort of productivity momentum that gets to a bigger win. So here we go. Let's start. Let's do this chronologically. The first ever fragrance that I've bought is this, and it won't focus, but it's this one. This is called Enigma Un. This is by Fragrance World. This is a copy of Dior Sauvage Elixir. If you were really familiar with that, if you're a fan of Sauvage Elixir, this comes as accurate as it gets. Right off the box, it has pretty solid performance and it smells really good, but I let it sort of just sit in my closet. After a couple of months, it got stronger. It essentially turned beast mode after that couple of months of sitting in my closet. But I don't recommend that you just spray it a couple times and then let it macerate, sort of. You can use it. It's just not going to be beast mode right off the box. But it definitely has qualities of good performance. It projects well, and it lasts pretty long even before you do the maceration thing. Now, the second thing that I bought is actually the non-flanker of Sauvage Elixir, which is Dior Sauvage. This is a copy of Dior Sauvage. I Am the King by Ard Al Zafaran. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. It's, I'm not really good at this Arabic names. I gotta step up my game for that. It's nice. It's fresher, more citrusy, and it doesn't perform as well as Elixir, but I can say that it still performs well. It goes for like a good 6 to 8 hours, and its skin scent is pretty good. It's just that it's not as long lasting as Sauvage Elixir, which goes on for like days for me. I legitimately there are some days where I would just choke on my own scent because I oversprayed the Elixir. This is sort of a fresher version of that. So Elixir is more sweet, more spicy. It's definitely the thing that you would wear when the weather is pretty cold but dry. Cold but dry. Cold but wet. Sauvage really doesn't shine. It doesn't, I would say, chemically speaking, it doesn't really go well with the smell of rain, I suppose. But a dry, cold night, Sauvage Elixir. Although, obviously, because of the plus 24 hours of longevity. I don't think Sauvage Elixir is specifically for that climate only. Sauvage is definitely a day scent, specifically when you want to smell clean, when you want that vibe of you just got out of the shower. This is what you're getting. Although if you're not planning on staying outside for a long time, I won't recommend this. Aficionado, a Filipino perfume company, they sell a cheaper alternative to Sauvage. It's their F51 bottle. It's way cheaper. It doesn't last as long, but it projects way better. I find this I Am the King is definitely a bottle that you're going to get if you want a more long-lasting fragrance. But if not, if you just want to smell like Sauvage for 2-3 hours and you want everybody to know that you're wearing Sauvage, buy the Aficionado one or buy an inspired one, which is way cheaper. This cost me $15, $12. I think it's $12 US if you convert it, so that's pretty cheap. The Sauvage Elixir Enigma Un cost me around $30. Next, I actually bought two on my next. I believe I posted it on YouTube as well. So the first one that I'm going to review is this Proud of You Absolute. This is the clone of Stronger With You Absolutely by Armani Giorgio. I think this perfume became the blueprint for the future vanilla fragrances because I smell this DNA outside of the Stronger With You series. This smells like Paco Rabanne, smells like Angel Share. It smells like it. You can smell the inspiration on those other designer fragrances, and probably some niche fragrances too. If only I'm into niche fragrances, then I'll be able to provide data. But as far as I know, when it comes to vanilla scents, I smell a lot of Stronger With You on them. This is the clone of that. It's not only vanilla, it's a bit of rum as well, which is not the same as Angel Share. Angel Share is more alcohol centric, more boozy with a little bit of vanilla. This is vanilla forward with a little bit. This is just sort of flipped. That's basically what I'm saying. Think of this as a boozy 1 million elixir. That's what Stronger With You is. Next is Glacier Pour Homme, and if you still do not know what this is cloning based on the color scheme, then go to TikTok. Nah, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. This is Le Mal, a clone of Le Mal, and actually, I'm not a fan of the scent. I also smelled the original. This goes as accurate as it goes. It costs me less than $20 to buy this, but I still don't like it. I thought it would grow on me. Now it's just a dumb reach fragrance. I mean, the atomizer is nice, but other than that, I'm really not a fan of the smell. It performs well as well. It performs well after maceration, but honestly, I'm really not a fan of the smell. Guys, if you're buying Le Mal, before you commit to like a 75 or the 125 milliliter bottle, make sure that you really like the scent, because I don't like it. So yeah, you can look up the other flankers of the Le Mal series. Actually, originally I was gonna buy a Le Beau, but there's no Glacier Bold on the shop, so I wasn't able to buy that. So womp womp for me. The next is actually 3. I bought 3 fragrances. So let's start with this Amiral Oud. Well, there's a story to this actually. This is technically my second bottle of Amiral Oud. Not because I use it so much that I ended up running out, but actually I was on my way to church because I have to be there a little bit earlier than usual, and I have a backpack. I'm carrying my first bottle of this, and I was like, oh, I forgot that I'm supposed to be wearing a belt. I dropped my backpack, and it was soft. I swear I dropped my backpack soft, but as I was leaving, I felt alcohol vapor on my hand when I was sort of reaching for my backpack. And I was like, no, please do not be a broken bottle of... And it was a broken bottle of Amiral Oud. But anyway, this is pretty cheap, but I still kind of lost a lot of money from rebuying this. But I really love the scent, so I didn't just want to say goodbye immediately to Amiral Oud. This is supposed to be Lattafa's rendition of Mason Margiela's By the Fireplace, although I did smell the original By the Fireplace. It smells nothing like Amiral Oud, which for me is a good thing because I didn't really like By the Fireplace. It doesn't smell good to me. It smells like way too smoky and not at all sweet. It's basically, it smells like if you spilled liquid smoke on yourself. That's what it smells like. It doesn't smell like anything I would want to actually wear. The next one that I'm going to review is this, which is, oh wow, I can see the fluid. It's not, I don't spray this a lot, so I can see that there's not that much. Eau de Spice by Fragrance World. This is a copy of Spice Bomb Extreme by Victor and Rolf, although I'm pretty sure this specific clone is going to be phased out because Fragrance World has just released with a new Nuke 2.0, which is going to be their flagship of the Spice Bomb Extreme clone. I like this. This is a good peppery, vanilla, spicy scent. It smells like it smells like a stereotypical winter. I would say I've never been to any place with winter with snow on it, but I would assume this is what it smells like, judging from the pictures. It smells good and it lasts long. I just have a problem with it, which is the atomizer is bad. I mean, even the spray is like, I can accept the fact that the mist looks like that. I cannot accept the fact that the feeling of the spray sucks. It has a cheapo vibe on its atomizer. When you press the atomizer, it feels cheap. And I paid good money for a bottle of this. This is like north of $20. So the fact that it sucks. It's like, why? You know? They could have switched it out for a better atomizer, but this doesn't work for me. And finally, the last installment in my fragrance collection. Of course, I cannot buy a mini haul of fragrances without Lattafa's Assad, which is, if you've been paying attention, now I have 2 clones of Sauvage Elixir. However, with Lattafa, you don't get accuracy. Lattafa does is that they take the vibe of the scent and blend their own thing into it. So what you're getting with Lattafa Assad, although it is considerably cheaper than Enigma Un, is not necessarily Sauvage Elixir, but what Sauvage Elixir would smell like if the decisions of how to blend it is by Lattafa. It's kind of like a Punk Goes Pop cover of Sauvage Elixir. That's the best description that I can ever make of it. Overall presentation, I love it. This is my second favorite bottle. I am a little bit biased towards Sauvage Elixir. This is my second favorite bottle. The first one is obviously Enigma. It has been macerating for a month or 2 now, I would say. And I don't think the performance is already there. I'm not getting beast mode out of this at all. It lasts at best 3 hours the last time that I wore it, which is not good, guys. We need to do better. I think if you have a fragrance that takes forever to macerate, you've already lost. But hey, it's a $20 Sauvage. Whatever. The bottle itself is pretty good. I'm not a fan of of how it releases, which is like you do that, it sucks. But the atomizer, I love it, and it smells good. It does smell good. It's just that if you have been using Sauvage Elixir, or better yet, Enigma Un, you just won't get the Sauvage Elixir vibe from it. It smells like it carries the spirit, the idea of Sauvage Elixir without actually it being Sauvage Elixir. That's what it smells like to me. But it's a good fragrance. So that's all of the fragrances that I own. I'm gonna end the video abruptly in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.